today is very special. This episode is very, very special because we have somebody with us.
Yay!
We're so excited. So we have a very, very special person with us, Auntie Lara Ayola, also called PMH, Princess of the Most High.
Princess of the Most High.
She is so many things to us, but today she's going to be our guest speaker, and we have a very, very, very interesting and practical topic. Something I believe almost everybody should be able to relate to. And it's a question. The question is, how far is too far in a godly relationship?
Very sensitive.
So Aunt Lara is here to
share with us her wisdom.
Wisdom. Amen. Hallelujah. Okay, hi everyone. I'm so glad to be here. It's a privilege being with this beautiful ladies. You know.
English.
Grammar is not my language. I'm just trying.
We understand.
Okay, so how far is too far? You know, people ask that question a lot, and I just wonder, how far is too far? It depends on you, how far is too far. But I remember something that happened to me some times ago. You know, when you are in a relationship and all you want to do is this shocking you just want to be around the person, you just want to, and you are not really thinking about what could happen if you guys happen to be alone. It's not that you plan to do something, but in the excitement, you're just with yourselves. You leave, maybe you go out to maybe an eatery or something, and then you leave the eatery, you go to a friend's house, from a friend's house, you just see yourself going into the guy's house without thinking.
Exactly.
And something is not telling you that, hey, this thing that I'm doing, this place I'm going, is there anybody in the house? Are we going to be here alone? So I remember that relationship. I was in that relationship, and he was always meeting, in people's houses. He didn't have his own house as at that time. He was either living with his sister or cousins or uncle or something. So we were meeting in different places. But this particular time, we met at his sister's place. And then we now happened to be in the room alone.
Okay.
We didn't plan it. It wasn't like it wasn't like we wanted to do something. Sometimes you are with someone that you're in a relationship with, and all of you are in a place, and then you're chatting, you do your chit chat with that person, and you just realize that the first person leaves, and you're okay, excuse me, I'll be right back, and then the person leaves, and then
phone call.
Another person,
excuse me,
another person, and another time it may just be that you're gisting with yourselves and there were a crowd, there are a lot of people there, and then you're like, let's leave, we need to talk about sensitive issues, let's move, and then you move, you just realize that.
Or you even meet to pray, and after prayer,
Hey! Now that one I fear pass.
Oh God.
And it's not how we left, we actually left the living room, and we went into a room. I think I need to remember how this thing happened really. Okay, yes. At another time, we were left alone in the living room upstairs. The place was a duplex, so we're upstairs, and everybody left us, and we were there all alone. I just realized that at a point the guy was just lying on the 3-seater, and I sat down somewhere, close by, and we're just gisting and talking. And before we knew it, he dragged me close, and I was like, what? Before you need to clear your throat.
How you clear your throat? Don't hinder the story, okay?
And before we could say Jack Robinson, Jack. Before the Robinson, I was already lying down on him, and then at that point, I started feeling uncomfortable. That we did. It was, some people they're in a relationship where they plan. It's either the guy plans that this babe will be in my room today and something will happen, or the girl plans that me and you today I will get you, But this one, it wasn't in our mind, and the thing we just realized that we found ourselves doing that thing, and then it occurred to me, if somebody should walk in here, we were in a living room, if somebody should walk in here, my worth and my dignity will just, if the respect they gave me was here, it would just go. That was what came to my head. And then immediately I got up and, we just had to adjust ourselves, and then we continued gisting and all the rest. Sometimes people get into a relationship and they don't set the boundaries. For us as Christians, what happens most times is that we're always afraid. We don't want to mess up. We don't want to. That's what we focus on in that relationship. We focus on what we don't want to do. And I just keep asking myself, what if we focus on what we want to do? What if we focus on what we want to achieve? We don't want to have sex. We don't want to kiss. We don't want to touch. What if you are saying we want to fulfill destiny? We want to please God.
We want to know the will of God.
We focus too much on what the devil is making us to do, instead of focusing on what God wants us to do. And because we focus too much on what we don't want to do, we get ourselves into trouble, because we forget what God actually wants us to do. We focus on, we don't want to kiss. And because we know it, we are kissing. Before we know it, we're already kissing.
This is
But
the problem of so many relationships.
Yes.
Godly relationships.
Yes.
The fear of that
thing
makes you a slave to it. It's
to
actually
it.
biblical. Whatever you are afraid of, you become
a slave to it. So if we focus on the fact that, okay, we look at every positive thing we want to achieve in that relationship, and we work towards achieving that positivity, I think it's going to go a long way. It's going to go a long way. This is a relationship that is built on righteousness, on purity, on trust, on pleasing the Lord. And these are the things that we're going to, do. Of course, boundaries is very important. You have to set your boundaries. And, I know that immorality does not happen in the open. Yes. Well, maybe in our world. Maybe, it's almost getting there. But if we realize that, like what happened with me and that guy, maybe the guy was conscious of the fact that people were not there anymore. If we're not conscious of the fact that people were not there anymore, if we still, even when people were there, if it was like, to us, it was like they were not there, maybe that thing wouldn't have happened. But we're so conscious of the fact that
we're alone now.
We're alone now. And then emotion. And then let me tell you, when you are in a relationship, except you don't love that person, this body, you will want the body, the gun body thing. You want to, do all this stuff. So the only thing that keeps coming to mind when we talk about how far is too far is that, what exactly is the purpose of that relationship? The purpose of relationship is not just, we are not going to kiss. Just make sure you list out the positive things you want to achieve in a relationship. I realize that the moment there is physical, you go physical with the person you're in a relationship with, there's a way the love just diminishes. It just goes down.
Respect.
It just goes down. I was talking with a lady, she met a guy, somehow I think they became very close, they were talking, and the first time they were going to see one-on-one, the guy had to travel all the way from where he was living to another place, maybe like 4-5 hours journey. And when he got there, they were together at a point, and then they had to sleep together under the same roof, and something happened. They didn't have sex, something happened. They were both godly. Something happened between the two of them. And I think from there, the moment the guy left that place and he went back to where he was, how he was relating with the girl just reduced. And the girl became very worried. And this when she spoke to me, I said, what do you expect? Even somebody you have been in a relationship with for 4 or 5 years, the moment something happens, you go physical with that person, there's a way the respect he has for you, the love, everything just goes down. Except that person is a playboy and he wants to use you and dump you. But if the guy is serious with that relationship, there's something, and he's a child of God, there's something that will tell him, no, I've messed up, and this may not, really go on. So if we are going to really, really tell people, okay, how far is too far? People ask questions. Is it okay to kiss? Is it okay to touch? Is it okay to do this? And I tell them, see, kissing. Have you ever seen some people kissing and their hands behind them? It does not happen that way. The hand will do excursion to go to some. You know, women, we have some attractive. We have center of attractions. We have there's an English. You know, we have different things that attract points. You know, we have protruded fronts, back, and everything. You know, and then there are some contours that when the hand is going to be jamming some things, and by the time the hand is jamming, the guy comes close and he feels the softness of the boobs, and you know,
just keep going. And
he will keep thinking, even if it's kissing that happened that day, by the time he gets back to his house, the devil start playing the picture in his mind, and he's thinking, if this thing is this soft with clothes on, how would it look like if there are no clothes on it? And then before you know it, a guy that is tongue talking, demon chasing, and was brought up in the way of the Lord, is having a weird imagination of, you know, what he could achieve further with this person, just because lip to lip. If it's like pink and soft lips like that of Ella, that of Dara, God forbid you are children of destiny to you. God forbid you will not disgrace your generation.
Amen.
And that kind of thing just happen. And the guy says, ha! Fine babe with soft lip. That guy's life can never remain the same again. He wants to pray for where? He will be thinking about it. Even when he's trying to push it aside and pray, will be. There's something, there's a connection, there's this chemistry, there's this electric that happens in your body when you remember what you have done with someone you're in love with. I don't know if it happens to you, Ella. You know, you're just on your own and you remember the moment you and your husband just come together and you have this shiver. It happens to me. Yes.
And I feel free.
Why you behaving like that?
I feel free.
Okay, let's assume that, okay, maybe your husband is going somewhere now and then you guys had a nice time. I don't want to corrupt Dara because she's here.
Okay.
And there are some other people that will be watching us, you know. You just had a nice time with him. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and then he leaves the house and he calls you and he's talking to you on phone. Hey babe, how are you? And all that. And after the call, and you just remember your husband. You will think about what you did recently. You know. For me, I don't know. Maybe I'm the strange human being.
See, I'm not strange.
It happens to me.
You're not strange.
When anytime I have a good time with my husband, there is this. When I remember maybe the way he was talking with me, you know, during that time, there's this thing that goes on inside of me, and I feel this that God, it felt so good. You know, this thing is not limited to married people. You will get there, baby. Don't worry. So it's not limited to married people alone. Even singles. If you try it, I'm talking to you that are watching. If you try it, sincerely, there's a lot to say.
Clara, we'll have to pause here and continue next time.
All right.
We have to pause here. Thank you so much. We've been blessed.
Please join us next time. Oh my God, you would want to hear the remaining of this.
Yeah.
Raise me up upon its shoulder. As I dash my foot against the stone. Never, never, never.